Hello everyone, my name is Larseth and welcome back to Rimworld and our lovely little colony. So in this episode, we actually need to give people jobs to do because all 4 of them are idle at the moment, which is not particularly great. I think what we should do is get a growing zone down, and I'm going to take up the rest of this area and I'm going to assign it to hill root. And the reason being is that is literally the only medicine we've got. 24 lots of medicine, which is not a great deal if you think about it. So what we're going to need to do is grow a bunch of hill root. So another good thing of that is obviously you get herbal medicine. It's very good. Let's get rid of some of these trees. You get herbal medicine from hill root. But the other added thing is later on you could turn it into actual medicine itself by mixing it with other stuff, which is, it basically increases its effectiveness, I believe. So let us also, once that's been done, we want people to continue mining. I think I do spy a bit of compacted steel there. The only thing is in this area, it looks like there is possibly, I've never actually opened one before, but the things known as ancient dangers, which essentially are just little vaults, for lack of a better word, which contain sort of normally like stockpiles of things and mechanoids and stuff like that. Basically good stuff along with stuff that will kill you, which is not particularly great if you're a brand new colony, so you don't really want to go and disturb them. Normally when your colonists go near them, they get like notifications popping up saying about them. We got solar flares just popped up. Luckily that so far only affects our lights, which I'm not too worried about. We should, there we go, ancient danger. Yeah, so there is an ancient danger in there, so we do have to be quite careful. We don't particularly want to go and prod it too much and cause too many issues. It's nice having this amount of steel quite close. Where's our next? There's some machinery, compacted machinery there, which we'll go and get in a little bit. Ooh, there's another one there. So once all this has been mined, we will endeavor. I was hoping they'd finish tonight. We will sort out our cooler, our freezer rather. So what you want to do really for a freezer is to build, where is the freezer? The coolers, right. I was hoping you could put it down. So what we'll need to do is to get rid of maybe these. Yeah, we'll deconstruct there. We'll build our output here, I think. So it's like that. But what we're going to do is... do we need to do that? No, I don't think we do. So I'm going to actually... Actually, no. I don't suppose it... I'm struggling. No, it doesn't really matter. So we're just going to build both of our freezer things there. Because what you can normally do is you can build a little protector around here, which basically creates a very, very hot little room. It's almost like a vent. And I think that helps with a bit of insulation, but I'm not entirely sure. Now that we have these, we need to turn them down a little bit. So that should be -9, and that should be -10. Yeah, they're at -10. Lovely. We'll probably need to build more than that, I imagine, because it is quite a big area. We also need to build some lights in this freezer, because it is quite dark at the moment. There we go. There we go. They don't use that much electricity. How much do they use? Ooh, 75 watts. That's actually quite a lot. It's more than I thought. What's temperature? So it's gone down to -1, so at least everything is frozen, even if it can't get it all the way down to where we want it. That's all been mined out. Let's quickly go and grab these compacted machinery. Ooh, there's also some there. Compacted machinery is very nice. And while they're doing that, we will start planning out our thing. Actually, no. What we got to do? We got to put a stockpile there. And we will set that to important. And that can be for meals. And... well, actually, no. We'll do a similar thing that we did last time. We'll make 2 different ones. That one can be important. Now, that one could be critical for meals. Copy, paste. And that one could be important for meals. There we go. Lovely. We probably need to expand. We do this ear thing. Through there. And maybe take that up there. But what I do also need to do is build a vent. So I'm going to get rid of that wall there. I'll pop a vent down. Because that way the coolers in here can share the temperature in here and keep the food cool. But what that will almost certainly mean is that we will need to build another cooler down here. Just gotta make sure you get it the right way around, otherwise you can end up turning it into a big oven, which is not great. There we go. So now that we've got all of this cooling, we can actually start making some proper meals. So do that forever. There we go, he's gone cooking now. That's good. And we have to make sure to turn this temperature down straight away, otherwise it will sort of defeat the purpose if this one is trying to make it a lot cooler. A lot warmer, sorry. Well, actually, I suppose it's a cooler, so all it would do is just not work as hard. Do we need any more electricity? We probably need another battery. So we'll pop another 2 batteries. It's always good to have capacity, because what you don't want is to get to max capacity in all of your batteries. Ooh. Oh. That was... oh, no, it was just here. That was lucky. But I don't think that was actually it. Was it? Was it this stuff? It was. It was the uranium. Oh, that's good. I accidentally clicked off the warning, which was not very smart. Right. So what do we need to do next? I think... so we need to expand this going all the way... let's maybe move that all the way through there. And that through there. It's always good to have multiple routes going around all of your base, so that, so like if currently if this here short circuits, all of this will be cut off, but it's really good to link together everything. So, and that's also why we'll run a line through there. So that'll take them a little while to do. How much is all this deteriorating, this wood? It's taking a while, so I'm not worrying too much. Lovely. What's this here? Oh, uranium. We just got that. There. So let us build a table in here, I think. Yeah, let's build a table there, and we will build dining room chairs there and there, and let's build a sun lamp just there and just there, and that's not entirely in the center because this room is an even number, so that's going to really bug me, but it's not the end of the world. Actually, no, let's put a light down there in that corner. There we go. It's all going on well. We do need to build a stockpile for this wood. Otherwise, we're going to end up with a lot of wood sat around, not really... well, it'll all deteriorate, which would not be great. Right, so while they're doing that, we'll stop building out our living quarters. So what I probably want to do is... So I think you have a choice, really. You either make it a load of separate buildings, or you link them all together. And I'm thinking it'll be a smart idea to link them all together. So what I'm going to do is maybe... so this can be a hallway going across here. So we'll have a 2-sided hallway. And which way do we want our beds to go? So if we have our, say we got a hallway coming up here. So that's, excuse me, 6. I normally build 6 by 6 rooms. So what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, sorry, I've done that slightly wrong. Let's do a 7 by 7 by 7 by 7 by 7 by 7. Because then we could build 7 by 7 by 7. And that's fine. Because then we can have... let's remove those. So that'll be like one wing of housing, so which we'll build for the moment. So we'll build that first and foremost. And pop in some doors. Lovely. Because so then they'll wake up, come in here, get food, and then go off to their jobs. Which seems like a good choice. We also need to chop all of this. Let's also get rid of these trees that are going to be indoors. Right, it's all going well. Of course, we have set our builders quite a few tasks, so it's going to take them a while. But that's not necessarily a problem. Another thing we also need to do, which will only take them a second, is to plonk a light in this little room here. Just so we can actually see what's going on in there. But for the moment, it's all going quite well. Oh dear. Right, so there's a heat wave going on, which means for there, we're going to pop a cooler in this room here. And we will chuck a vent for the moment between these rooms. God, heat wave and a psychic drone. That's not good. We are running out of, what's it called? It's quite fast, though. Components. So what I may do is after we no longer using this, I'm going to move my stockpile elsewhere, and I'll make maybe a largish prison. Prison? Sound like Sean Connery. Prison. So we'll do that. So, I mean, this is sort of working slightly as intended, except they're going slightly the wrong way. At least they're not going through the freezer, and they're only going through this small room. It would be a bit of a pain if they were going through the freezer and all this way. But that's fine, because they'll wake up in the morning, go this way, and then maybe still down this way. We'll see. We'll just have to put the workshops in this area, so they come down here in the morning, go out there, grab food, come in here and eat, and then go this way. I think that's good. I'm going to prioritize him working on the cooler, and I think Ben's already prioritized both of those. That's fine. There we go. Lovely. Right, so that's going to bring the temperature down nicely. It won't be doing it too fast, but that's fine. Happy, happy, happy. The added bonus of making it sort of an indoor base is that you can cool the... I say an indoor base, sort of a base that is enclosed, is that you can quite easily cool the corridors and link all the rooms to it, so then the whole base becomes air conditioned, rather than having to build, you know, loads of heaters on loads of different buildings. I think that's sort of a bit more efficient than building loads of different heaters and coolers, sorry. So I think what we'll do is... That's fine. See, that's the good thing with having a warg. At least they feed themselves. Not like these... let's put one up there and one up there. Not like some of the animals which just sort of run around and... Oh no, I'm starving. Oh dear. Lovely. Right. Who's idle? Phoebe. That's because Phoebe doesn't have anything to haul. We'll give them Phoebe those bits to haul, because we're going to be going that way anyway. Lovely. It's all coming together. We do need to ensure we actually seal off our base. So what I'll probably do... Oh, we got visitors. Is wall across here for the moment, maybe. And... because what we can do is... or we'll need to do is make some rooms growing stuff with sun lamps. Which we will do eventually. What we'll eventually probably do is put those across this area here that's got the fertile soil. So they've got fertile soil and they've got sun lamps, which makes it very nice for them. Is anyone building anything at the moment? I don't think so, are they? So what we should probably do now is... I'm not going to put any beds in there for the moment because until this heat wave's over, because it's a little bit of a pain. So what I'm going to do is kit out each of these rooms. There's already flooring in here, so I don't think I need to put any flooring in there. I'm going to kit out each of these rooms with some lovely flooring. We'll just do those for the moment. It'll take them a while, but I want to get most of this wood inside because otherwise it's going to start... we'll start losing some of it. And that is not good. The Pan-Global Amalgamation of Atberon. That's a pretty impressive name. Right. Oh, it looks so much nicer than dirt floor. Plus, if you... the other advantage of having an indoor base... oh dear. Pirates for the Barracudas. So this guy's got a wooden club and he's got a steel shiv. Okay, that's fine. So what we're going to do... we'll let them come to us. We will hide behind these stuff. Our shooters will, at least. Yeah, the advantage of having an indoor base as well is that if you pave all the floors, it means you're not walking over as much soil, which also has the added benefit of it produces less dirt inside your base, which is good, obviously. I'm going to create... I'll tell you what, I'm going to pop down that to important... and this to preferred. And then I'm going to create another one. There. Copy that to there. And then paste that there. So that there's that means there's always going to be things there. Sorry, there'll always be vegetables there. So that he could just cook, drop, rather than having to go sort of cook it, drop it, run in here, grab it, come back, cook, and then go and drop it. Just makes it a little bit more efficient, I think. One thing we do need to do is set up a butcher creature thing, do forever, and we also need to set up a stockpile, sorry, to actually have... I mean, I'll lay out this stockpile maybe a bit better later on, because it's not terribly well laid out. We'll put all of the corpses in here, apart from mechanoid corpses, for the moment. Right, these guys are beginning their assault, so we'll bring them all the way over here. You and you can come here. Kill him. Kill him dead. No, attack. Attack. Melee attack. There we go. Punch him. Right, they're fleeing. Lovely. So, let's strip this guy and take his club. Where'd the other guy go? Oh, Rusty. Oh, there we go. He's wandered into our base, fortunately, which means we can go and attack him. If I could kill him, that would be really good. Right, these guys can go. Come on, incapacitate. Nope, he's dead. Not ideal, but there we go. Human meat's really good. Like, obviously, you can have cannibalistic Conleys, which is pretty cool. Obviously, not for the people being eaten, but for these, it's pretty cool. But you can also use human meat for like kibble, and your animals don't care. Whereas obviously the person butchering them does care quite a bit. But I'm not so fussed about that. I think we might need another cooler. Another cooler, because at the moment it's above freezing in there, which is not great. So I think let's do that and get another cooler. Unfortunately, we'll have to wait until tomorrow morning to do that. Come on. Hurry up. Faster. Everyone wake up. Less the sleepy. Unfortunately, we don't have anyone I don't think who's any good at crafting. Do we? Let's have a look. Because we need to start making some clothes. Not really. I mean, one of our growers is sort of competent at it, but not so much that I'd want to take them away from growing and devote them to the art of crafting. Come on. I was sort of expecting somebody to come and do this a little bit faster. Right, Ben. Deconstructing wall. Who have I got set as cook? I'm going to set cook as number 2 for the moment. Because I'd rather him build than cook. Because Phoebe can cook, which is fine. Ben is 5. Phoebe is 4. So actually it makes no difference, really, which one does which. And that's why I sort of wanted to have 2 stoves, so that if we got 2 cooks, they could both cook without having to worry about getting in each other's way. We need to get some more steel, though, which is a little bit of a pain in the butt. Ooh, there's some more machinery there, so we'll go and get that. Any more steel? We can't cross there at the moment. There's some more. I think I've already set that, haven't I? Right. And I've already set that to mine. There's some over here. Actually, I'm going to see if there's any closer to base first, across this side. There's that. Not really. It seems like we got loads of components, but not a lot of steel, which isn't ideal. Ah, see that? See what I did there? That rhymes. I guess it's probably going to be this is the closest. And there's also some there. Oh, it's very nice. Sandstone wall. Okay, I thought it was steel for a second. Is that steel? Oh, that is steel. Lovely. So we could deconstruct that wall. Is that steel? That's granite. Is that steel? That's limestone. Never mind. Right, I will end the episode here. Ooh, after we go and get that ship chunk as well, because that'll have some steel in. It's all the little things you miss. Right, are there any more ship chunks before I do end the episode? My eyesight's crap, so I'm probably going to miss most of them. There's a nice amount of steel over there. Ah, well, we'll look for ship chunks later. Anywho, thank you very much for watching, and I will speak to you in the next episode. Take care.